My name is Lauren Mitchell, I'm 32, and I live in a cozy apartment in Asheville, North Carolina. Until last summer, I thought my best friend Tara was the sister I never had. We'd been inseparable since college, sharing everything from late night study sessions to heartbreak over coffee. When I got engaged to my fiance, Ethan, 2 years ago, Tara was the first person I called. She squealed, promised to plan my dream wedding, and even offered to manage the wedding fund I'd been saving for years. I trusted her completely. That was my first mistake. I'd been squirreling away money since my mid-20s, working double shifts as a graphic designer to build a $25,000 wedding fund. Tara, a financial advisor, suggested I transfer it to a joint savings account she'd oversee to maximize interest. She was the expert, so I handed over access, thinking she'd keep it safe. Every month, I'd add $500, watching the balance grow. Or so I thought. The betrayal came to light in June, during a humid evening while I was scrolling through my email. Tara had accidentally CC'd me on a thread meant for her new boyfriend, Greg. The subject line, Lauren's delusional wedding plans. My stomach dropped as I opened it. "She's so desperate to lock Ethan down, it's pathetic," Tara wrote. "She doesn't even check the account. I've been skimming $1,000 a month for our Europe trip. She'll never notice." Greg replied, "LOL? Keep her dreaming. That fund's basically ours now." The chain went back months, detailing how Tara had siphoned $12,000 for designer bags, concert tickets, and plane tickets to Paris, all while telling me the account was thriving. I sat on my balcony, the Blue Ridge Mountains barely visible in the dusk, feeling like I'd been punched. Tara had been my maid of honor, my confidant, the one who'd cried with me when Ethan proposed. Now, she was laughing at my desperate dreams and stealing my future. I wanted to scream, but a colder, sharper part of me started planning. First, I called my bank. The account balance was $13,000, half of what it should have been. I froze it immediately, ensuring Tara couldn't touch another cent. The banker, a kind woman named Denise, confirmed Tara's withdrawals and emailed me transaction records. Next, I contacted my cousin, Alex, who works in cybersecurity. He helped me access Tara's social media DMs legally through her public posts and some clever digging, where she bragged to Greg about fooling Lauren and planning to borrow more for their engagement party. That party was 2 weeks away at a swanky venue in downtown Asheville. Tara had invited me, gushing about how I'd love her big moment. The irony wasn't lost on me. I'd RSVP'd, yes, but not to celebrate. I spent those weeks gathering evidence, bank statements, screenshots of Tara's emails, and even a text Adi sent me last month claiming the account had grown to $26,000. I also called Ethan, who was furious but agreed to keep quiet until the right moment. The night of Tara's engagement party, the venue glowed with fairy lights, and her guests, our mutual friends, her family, Greg's colleagues, mingled over champagne. Tara looked radiant in a white dress, oblivious to what was coming. I waited until her toast when she stood on a small stage, thanking everyone for celebrating the love of my life. Then I raised my hand. "Mind if I say a few words?" I asked, voice steady. Tara, beaming, handed me the mic. I pulled out my phone, connected it to the venue's projector, with a quick nod to the AV guy I'd tipped earlier, and displayed the email chain. Gasps rippled through the crowd as Tara's words appeared. "Lauren's so desperate. I've been skimming $1,000 a month." I read aloud her texts, showed the bank statements, and finished with her DMs to Greg. "She's too naive to notice." The room went silent. Tara's face drained of color. "Lauren, this is a misunderstanding," she stammered. I held up a hand. "You stole $12,000 from my wedding fund. Tara." "You called me pathetic. The bank has records, and I've already filed a police report." I turned to the crowd. "I thought she was my best friend. Enjoy the party." I walked out as whispers erupted. Ethan followed, squeezing my hand. By morning, Tara's social media was flooded with comments from mutual friends cutting ties. Greg broke off the engagement, humiliated by the public exposure. The police charged Tara with theft, and my lawyer, a sharp woman named Rachel, helped me recover $10,000 through a settlement. Tara's reputation in Asheville's tight-knit community was ruined. She moved to Raleigh a month later. I used the recovered money to restart my wedding fund. Ethan and I are planning a small ceremony in the mountains next spring. The betrayal still stings, but exposing Tara in front of everyone she cared about, that felt like freedom. I wasn't desperate. I was done being her pawn.